Yes, 13 political analyst Gary Dietrich. As always, Gary, good to see you. Let's talk about the ongoing protests that are happening around college campuses. Yep. Delicate dance with the Democrats because they want to go for the younger vote. They want to say the right thing and have the right optics. It's a tough time for Dems, right?
Well, it is, and it's not just for the president. I mean, we're all focused on that. And by the way, over in San Francisco, he's not going to be immune to protests even at fundraisers. You know, it's not just college campuses where this becomes a problem. But, Tony, you got a good point. It's not just the president that's dealing with this issue in terms of Gaza and Israel. It's down ticket folks. I mean, Democrats in California who are running for Congress are already being asked about this. They're avoiding that question, most of them. What are they going to say? I mean, blame it on the White House, and that doesn't look good for the guy at the top of the ticket. So right now, I'd say this is a real rock and a hard place. And, you know, we got a Democratic convention coming up in 4 months in Chicago. They got some figuring to do between now and then.
They sure do. It's a dicey situation that they have to deal with here. All right, Gary, let's talk about money now. We know that the governor is set to release his revised budget. He's been under fire for a lot of this now. So what can we expect, and what does it mean for Dems and Republicans?
I'll tell you one thing that you can expect, and that's less revenue. I mean, the state's made clear, and Biden's own people have said $6 billion less first quarter than was anticipated. What does that mean? It means the choices are going to be even harder. And here's the interesting thing, guys. The big challenge is between the legislature, the Democrats in the legislature, who of course control it, and the governor himself. That's where the real wrangling is going to happen. Because truth be told, because 2/3 supermajority in both houses by the Democrats, Republicans essentially completely left out of the process. They will not have much to say at all. So the battle lines are going to be drawn between a governor, of course, who has his own ambitions, both now and in the future, and a legislature who, frankly, doesn't want any cuts at all.
You've been in politics a long time. You know the political zoo. But how about the real zoo? You want to talk about this?
Hey, we like zoos.
So moving to Elk Grove, they voted last night. Of course, they have to, you know, cross some more hurdles. But it's looking like it's going to happen. What's your take on how we got here?
Yeah, it is going to happen. If you want to see, you know, elephants in Elk Grove, you friends, you're going to get your chance. Because actually, this is really interesting, guys. You know, the Sacramento had their shot. Everybody's asking me the same question. Why is the zoo moving out of Sacramento to Elk Grove? Very simple. I mean, they tried different locations, including the old Arco Arena here in Sacramento. Yeah. Nothing could come together over several years. And finally, Mayor Steinberg said, you know what? I got bigger problems right now. Homelessness, other issues. And not to mention the fact, Elk Grove is putting up half of the money for this $300 million project. Half of that through bonds, roughly, the other half through other sources. And Sacramento just said, we ain't got that kind of cash, we're not going to do it. Yeah. So that's the short answer to why it's moving to Elk Grove. The other big question everybody asking, is it still going to be called the Sacramento Zoo? Stay tuned. We don't know that. Okay. Ultimately, it'll be the Elk Grove City Council that makes that decision.
Yeah. Like, you know, a lot of politics, though, at play to make that whole move happen, though.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's right. But we want rhinos. We want giraffes.
Sure do.
We want them. I like how you stick your neck out to talk about giraffes.
Yeah, and whenever we need to, we will.
All right, Gary. Thank you, as always.
Gary.